All right, I think we are live. Welcome back to cryptofront. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. The market is really going crazy. Moments ago, we were seeing Bitcoin reaching right around something like $77,000, and with that, really taking the rest of the market with it. That was really a nice thing to see because what we see for the most part is. Oh, wait a second. I can hear myself. Wait a second. We need to turn off something here. All right, I'm sorry about that. So, what's happening actually? It's because I was looking at this live stream. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. Let's get back right on track. So I was saying that that was really a nice thing to see for Bitcoin because it was taking the rest of the market with itself. And we were even seeing ICP reaching right around $8.50 or something like that. That was really nice, right? And I think heading into this next weekend, there are obviously two possibilities, right? We could actually be very pushing strongly towards the upside because the news here that Bitcoin is setting a new all-time high is spreading. You won't believe this, but I had like 3 of my friends today asking me about which altcoins to buy. Can you imagine? And these people don't usually deal with anything with crypto, right? I even had a professor from my previous university asking which coin to buy. He was telling me that he bought some Dogecoin, and he was asking if Dogecoin could, reach something like $2. Obviously, I had to tell them that maybe it's possible, maybe it's not likely, but that's how like people are interested in crypto right at this point. And I think as time goes on, we're going to see more and more people coming back into the market. So the reason why I was saying that we could have a strong push towards the weekend is because any other financial market is closed. It's only the crypto market that is open at that point, and that could fuel like price rises across the board. So that's really great. We want to be taking a look at a few other altcoins that we usually talk about on the channel, starting with ICP, Internet Computer Protocol. A lot of people had been worried as to why it wasn't doing much. Now, the reason why it wasn't doing much is because the narrative that ICP is trying to place itself in wasn't really doing too well, which is the AI sector. I was looking at this ICP chart and I was seeing pretty much the same thing as the render price chart. So yeah, because of that narrative, I think that's the reason why ICP was not pushing. But I saw some interesting signs and very good signs, honestly, when I took a look at the MEXC chart, right? So there was a very huge volume spike here on MEXC, but not on all other exchanges. But this type of volume here is very good. It indicates seismic changes coming up in the market. So great for ICP, but I want to see this across the board, right? If I go back to Binance, for example, I'm not really seeing that volume spike right there. Maybe we should go to CoinMarketCap and try to see what kind of volumes ICP is trading at right at this point, because I know that there has been low volumes of late. We want to be seeing a change in that if we're really going to be expanding into a bull cycle. That's something that is very much important, right? So right now we're number 25, just below Pepe, and we have traded $147 million today. That's more than what we were having yesterday because we were right around $113 million. So we want to be seeing more of this volume coming up and doing even much better than things like Aptos and stuff like that. This is how ICP can get competitive. But I know a few interesting things are coming to ICP in the coming few months, and in November there's also like the BitFi thing, which is going to be increasing bending cycles on ICP, and obviously even higher transactions are going to be coming right there. So that's good. This is where we are sitting with ICP, Internet Computer Protocol, basically just accumulating like the rest of the market. The next thing here to challenge is right around $10.50. If we have to clear $10.50, then I think we can be looking to target one more time like $21, and then from there, it's full-blown bull cycle, right? That's when we'll be sending that's when we'll be saying full send for ICP, Internet Computer Protocol. Now, another thing that I wanted to take a look at was the Jasmine price chart. Of course, I made a video earlier on today, but maybe if you haven't watched the video, or maybe you missed something in there with that analysis, Jasmine is looking great, but I was really stressing so much to the effect that, yeah, we are pumping like this, but also just get ready for something like a 10% drop or something like that. It happens every now and then with these altcoins, and you can see that ever since yesterday, yeah, we have actually dropped a total of 10%, right? We can still come back to something like 1.8 cents and everything is still fine. Just trying to get some liquidity right here, as you can see, and these levels which were like support levels, just to test them one more time. A good back test as a last line of support is great, and it's something that is always healthy for Jasmy. But overall, I still see Jasmy being able to reach something like 5 cents. But I was showing you earlier with the Bitcoin price back then in 2015. So let me show you that one more time so that you have a complete grasp of what we are doing here. So this is the structure that I'm comparing Jasmy to, and we have to go all the way back to something like 2015. Let's see what we got right there. This is the structure here. So we were having all the extremes here, and then we also have got this drawdown here, which you see also right here, a rally prior to a capitulation, this rally thing before a capitulation. So structurally speaking, we are good, but here for Jasmy, yeah, we may still have a little bit of a drop just to backtest the support levels here, and then from there, again, we are still looking to take out something like 4.5 cents here. That's still healthy. Again, I think it's going to be a good opportunity if you're obviously convinced that Jasmy will do just like me, right? I'm convinced. I think I'm going to be opening a long position right there. We had a few successful long positions in the Patreon, and right now in the Patreon we have got a trade that is open with Loopring. This is El Sierra. We were entering right around 12.6 cents, and we're looking to get here to something like 49 cents, I should be saying. So that's also a good trade opportunity. The risk to reward ratio here is too good because it's 1:15. So yeah, on a 4x leverage, 5x leverage, that can actually turn out to be just fantastic. So these are the opportunities that we have right at this point. When we take a look at other market participants like XRP, for example, I think it's prime time. A lot of people hate it. I know, for the reasons that it really doesn't move as fast as other things, but I would actually consider it an opportunity right at this point. It will do well. It's one of the oldest altcoins, the only one actually, one of the three, sorry, that has always stayed in the top 10, which is Ethereum, XRP, and Bitcoin. So you can't take some things away from XRP in as much as people hate it and stuff like that, but I think it's just an opportunity still. Now, I've been buying a lot of these small cap gems of late. So the one that I bought today was Engines of Fury, and we have actually had a good one, 11% up today. But I think that it has got a lot of potential to grow because it really has got the hype, right? Take a look at this. It has got 13.3 thousand people on its watch list, and it's a coin that is like close to the rank 2000. Really, there is something special about this whole thing. I was looking at the exchanges where it's listed. I'm sorry I couldn't do that. I don't know why, but it's possible that my VPN is restricting me right now. So maybe I'll try to open it later on. But what I was getting to here with with Engines of Fury is that it's a very tiny market cap. It's only like $1 million in terms of its market cap. So if you get to something like $50 million, that means you have already done a 50x with that tiny market cap still. So there is a lot of risk to it, and you also have to understand that these small caps, right, one way or the other, no matter what price you're going to be buying, at some point you're going to be down 50%. But it's just a matter of trying to say, you know what, I can lose 50%, but I can also get 100x from this thing, right? So that's the logic and the psychology behind that purchase there. But I also have got another one here, which is XVest. Very tiny market cap. The game itself is very good. Let me see if I can find the trailer, right? So this is the website of XVest. I mean, the gameplay, I wouldn't say like it's like superb, but this is very much decent for a game that is at $275,000. It's not even up to a million. 1 minute. It's not 275,000. Let me see the market cap of that. Yeah, it's actually 275,000, 278,000, right? So should this thing get to something like $27 million, you have already done 100x. That's where I'm deploying most of my cash right at this point. And I think eventually when gaming is going to be back, it's going to be back on everybody's headline. That's where the opportunity is going to be. So that's the chart here of Engines of Fury at the very, very bottom, right? Maybe it's going to go down a little bit much more. I really don't care if it drops maybe another 50% or something like that. Eventually this thing will pump, and because it's crypto, it will also enjoy the bull cycle. So that's Engines of Fury. One other thing that I'm taking a look at, and I've been being on, especially the last few days, is Niang, right? That is Heroes of Niang, this one. and it has got a $13.3 million market cap. So obviously I'm not expecting something like 100 or 50x from this one here. Yeah, maybe in the range of 20x is something that is very much possible. Again, the hype is there. You can see here 1,000 people have got this on their watch list, and it also has got like some good backers as well, like Delphi Ventures, Animoca Brands and stuff like that. That's actually very good. Another thing that I was looking today to buy was that, let me quickly go ahead and try to find that, right? Because I remember buying 3. That was Neon, there was Xverse, Fury. Really, I don't remember what I bought, but anyway, I want you guys to request altcoins so that we can take a look at them, right? Again, I always say that if I start talking about my own things, that would be crazy. Hey bro, it's crazy. I told you after ETH Swiftcoin. Oh yeah, let's quickly take a look at Swiftcoin. We had a conversation yesterday. SWFTC should be the taker symbol. Let's see if they pumped today. Oh yeah, it actually pumped. Yeah, it actually pumped because it was here. It had a red candle yesterday. Today it pumped very much strongly. That's good. That's really good. And I think it's gonna do well eventually. As you can see that I have got an arrow here. I mean, I don't think the price will follow in directly just like this, but I'm just anticipating that it will continue pushing itself higher. And as Josped is saying, he says it just follows into the footstep of Ethereum. That's a good thing actually, because Ethereum is pretty much this market, right? This whole market is built on Ethereum, either improving Ethereum or competing with Ethereum. So if Ethereum is doing well, the rest of the market is also doing well. This is actually what you saw today. So if I show you the chart of Ethereum, we really didn't have a lot of things moving until Ethereum broke its resistance here. For example, ICP yesterday was just like really flat. We had things like Loopring, we had things like ZK Sync, and a whole bunch of other different altcoins, by the way, just waiting for Ethereum to do its thing. So now the question is, now we have broken the resistance, what is next, right? I expect one way or the other some kind of a back test to show up here. Maybe we'll come back, right, test this zone first, and then we continue pushing towards the upside, because in as much as we are seeing 1 minute, oh come on, we have got this structure here, right, short term. I think it looks very much the same as this whole big picture. I didn't highlight that nice and easy. So if you take a look at this structure here, I think it looks just the same as this whole thing here. Let me show you real quick what I mean. So what we are going to do is we're going to copy this fractal, right, from top until where the price is, and we'll stretch it a little bit, right? Then you will basically see that we are repeating this whole thing again, right? Let's quickly adjust it nice and easy. So I think a back test is something that is very possible of that resistance. And let me just try to say this in a very efficient way, right? During a back test of this whole thing, we're going to see altcoins bleeding 10, 15%, maybe 20% even for some of them. But I think it's still a buying opportunity. Why? Because I think right at this point, it's very much conclusive that we are in a bull cycle. Look at this Bitcoin chart. Look at the gold chart, right? It's really cratering towards the downside. If you take a look at the stock market, all-time highs, everything is just in all-time highs. So for a period of time, we're going to be sustaining this bullish momentum. Whenever we are having drops, that actually is a very good opportunity. But the problem is, when the price drops back a little bit, people don't want to be touching the market, and I think it's a wrong approach. Anyway, let's take a look at all the money is going into Bitcoin and CRO today. Let me also take a look at that CRO token, because has it actually done much? I first saw CRO Chronos at 6 cents. I wonder how much it is right now. Oh, 11 cents only. Interesting. This was an old trade, I guess. Let me delete everything. Okay. What's happening here? This is looking like a nice chart, to be honest. And I'm trying to remember what kind of a chart, what altcoin had the same kind of a chart here. Was it Render? I really don't remember, but this ultimately looks like a nice chart. Oh yeah, or maybe it was Nosana. Yeah, probably it was Nosana that had a chart like this one. And they always tend to end like this for the most part. So I won't be surprised if Chronos goes on to set a new all-time high this bull cycle, which is by around 91 cents or something like that. From where it's sitting at 11 cents, so a 9x, is it something that is possible? 800% or something like that. Yeah, I think it's very much possible. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. All the money has gotten into Chronos because it has pumped bigly in the last 2 days and it's still pumping. I mean, take a look at these green volume candles. This is really, really good. But I don't know why we are seeing this kind of volume candles on like second tier exchanges like OKX, like Maxi, Gate, IO, but we're not seeing the same kind of levels on big exchanges like Binance or Coinbase for that matter. So I'm really not sure what is happening there, but we'll see. Josbert says it's got a massive chance to really push to there. Okay, Bitcoin dominance is slipping giant. Well, we'll take a look at Bitcoin dominance later on, but let's see here. Can't wait for Trump to announce the dollar being backed by crypto. How high will Bitcoin go? I think it's a stretch, to be honest with you. I think it's a stretch, and I think they wouldn't want to do that. I mean, they're going to be a little bit friendly to crypto, but I don't think they'll go to the extent of saying that we're going to be baking the United States dollar with crypto or Bitcoin. I don't think so. I don't see it happening. By the way, Trump at some point was really against Bitcoin, right? He said it's a competitor to the dollar. Maybe some people explained to him, but I don't think that he has come to that conclusion of saying that, you know, BTC can be baking the United States dollar. It's almost impossible. I don't think it's something that can happen 100%. Yeah, Bitcoin is still gonna just do fine. It's still gonna just do fine. I was looking at a chart the other day, and that chart is indicating that Bitcoin could go as high as something like $300,000. Now, if that happens, guys, just everybody should just get ready to retire, because the money that is going to be coming into this market is a lot of money. So let me show you that Bitcoin chart real quick so that you understand where it is sitting. So this, normally when you take a look at this is like a head and shoulders pattern, right? And they tend to break towards the downside, and the measured move price target is obviously from the top of the head and the neckline here. Should you manage to break above, of which we are already doing that, right? For BTC, look at this. Let's flip the chart back one more time to its normal way, and you're seeing here that a 340% pump in Bitcoin takes Bitcoin to something like $340,000. That's a lot. That's really a lot. Obviously something like just a 3x, but I mean, what is the market cap of Bitcoin right now? Let's quickly take a look at that. Crypto. Okay, let's go to Bitcoin. Yeah, the current market cap of Bitcoin is $1.5 trillion. If you multiply this by 3, what do you get to, right? Let's quickly do that. So that's 1.5 multiplied by 3. Sorry, I didn't catch that nice and easy, by 3, right? Yeah, so you're looking at $4.5 trillion in Bitcoin. Now, you also have to understand that this money, some of it is going to be taken as profits and it's going to pump altcoins which have got low liquidities. Like Solana, for example, is only $93 billion compared to $4.5 trillion. If it is to happen, that's a lot that's going to be coming into this market. And think about your altcoin, which only has like $10 million in terms of market cap, which only has got like $50 million in terms of its market cap. It's going to be so much easy to pump the thing to, you know, a 10x, a 20x, a 30x. So yeah, until and unless we get something like a huge pump here for Bitcoin, but this is looking like a very much solid inverse head and shoulders pattern. That's just number one. Some people would actually tell me that this is a conservative price target. I don't know. I'm just looking at the market cap right now and saying that $4.5 trillion isn't that a lot. Maybe it's a lot, maybe it's not. But I don't know. For me personally, I'm targeting something like $170,000 for Bitcoin this cycle. I think it's a little bit conservative. Yeah, not as big as something like $4.5 trillion, but still, that's also good. Let's quickly take a look at the chart one more time. All right, I agree Swiftcoin is a sleeping giant, and I like most about Swiftcoin is the total supply. Yeah. I think everybody says the same thing, right? Only about $10 billion, and that, okay. What's your price prediction on Swiftcoin at the peak of the bull cycle? Let me go back to that chart one more time. I've never really thought about the price I get for Swift coin in that regard, but I always take a look at it when somebody asks about the price. So Swift coin, USDT, and let's check. Okay, started right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, this is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard because it doesn't have much like old history, right? Let me see its market cap. So Swift SWFTC FTC, it should be. Yeah, I can't access this, but let me go to CoinMarketCap and see what we have right there. Swift coin, right? So SWFTC. Come on, Swift coin. What? This is insane. And if I turn on this VPN, I'll be off stream, right? Let me just try one more time. Okay, I'm connected. Guys, can you hear me? Can you comment in the chat box? Can you hear me? Am I still on? Let's see. Am I still on? Can you hear me? Just give me feedback. I think I'm still on. Anyway, yeah, I can now access CoinMarketCap. Let's see. Here it's 13 or 14 million dollars right now. How high can it go, realistically speaking? Well, that's gonna be a crazy one. You know what? Let me stay away from making price predictions on this one because it's something that I really haven't thought about. I'll come back to you on another different day, right? Let's say maybe tomorrow or something like that. I'll come back maybe tomorrow with a different price I get. I really have to put a lot of thought into this, right? But primarily what I see on this one is a very good Elliott wave count from the very bottom here, which is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4 back into support levels, and you're looking at wave 5 right there. So yeah, if you ask me whether it's bullish or not bullish, I'll tell you 100% that it's bullish. But the big question, as you just asked, is what is my price target when it gets to the peak of the bull cycle? Can we go with the full Fibonacci extension? I think it can do much better than that. But I would have to come back with a much more detailed answer and with good justifications, because I just want to say that it will go here and here and here because reasons, right? So let me take a look at all right, a triangle on ICP worries me a lot, honestly. Let me get back to ICP, Internet Computer Protocol, because I think I also saw the same triangle that you are talking about. And because usually, you know, these triangles are continuation patterns, it has got, yeah, you have got some good reasons to worry about that. So let me quickly take a look at ICP real quick and go to the daily time frame. I think that the triangle that you are referring to is this one right at the bottom, and please confirm in the chat box if I am referring to the same thing as well, because I was also looking at that earlier today. Are you talking about this and possibly breaking towards the downside here, maybe to these levels? Can you confirm if that's what you are talking about? Yes. Yeah, so I looked at it as well, but I'm just thinking, okay, what's the likelihood that ICP will just deviate from what the rest of the market is doing and starts just dumping towards the downside for no apparent reason, right? Yeah, and if we were in it like a bearish market conditions, I would have definitely considered this whole thing. But I mean, don't you also think that this is looking much more like a fake out? Look at this, just to, you know, check out people. I don't know really, but I think because of the current market conditions and where we are sitting in the market right now, look at Ethereum, for example. I think this is looking very strong. So for me to think that only ICP is the one that is going to be trending downwards is almost unreasonable. But I get your concern, and I was also looking at it like this, and I was like, okay, this, you know, triangle here is usually a continuation pattern, and because it's a continuation pattern, we have been trending towards the downside. It's much more likely that you break towards the downside. But again, I'm looking at the rest of the market, and I think that that's much more powerful than anything else, right? So if the market is good, ICP will just be dragged up towards the downside with the rest of towards the upside. I should be saying, with the rest of the market. Nothing else by there. All right, let's take a look at another one. Thoughts on CFG? Can you give me the ticker symbol? Is the ticker symbol CFG USDT? Let's quickly take a look at it. CFG USDT. I've never heard about it, by the way. Centrifuge. Interesting. Very strong support level holding here, but maybe I should probably be looking at a chart that has got more data. Let's see if we can go to CoinTrader Pro and find centrifuge. Okay, CFG centrifuge. Okay, the United States dollar. Wow. Okay, this is not too good. I don't like it very much, the chart at least. But maybe if I put it on a log scale like this. Oh, this is interesting. It's so much clear that there is a lot of liquidity here. Now the question is it going to be able to hold that support level? Because most of these altcoins have been, looking like they will hold their support levels there, and then you see them go all the way to try and find support, like to the lower level of support. But just looking at it like this, there is really a lot of traffic here, and you would expect some kind of a support level. The thing is that of late, these things have not been guarantees, right? I'll quickly show you maybe a different chart altogether that has got almost the same thing. Let's see here, Algo, and let's see if it probably has something like that. I haven't been, okay, this is the wrong side. Let's see, let's go to CoinMarketCap. All right. Yeah, so for example, what you see is that you look at this and you say this should be a good support level, and they just break the support level for no reason really. So I wouldn't trust that it's going to be holding that support level, to be honest with you. But if it happens to hold the support level, let's see how far it can do. If it holds, that is in the condition that it holds its support level, right? I'm looking at it like this one and referring my Fibonacci retracement choose to this peak that we were making in October 2021 here. So I would say we retrace a little bit to a bare minimum of something like what was that, 1.64. From there I think we can do something like $4 or something like that. $4 is my best case scenario right now, just looking at this. I could say the price target of something like this because I've seen so many other different charts that look exactly the same way. That's why I could come up with the price target like that. But I don't know if that suffices, and if you agree with my price target, right? I would really love to hear from you as well. If you agree with my price target, or you tell me what's your ultimate price target for this kind of an altcoin. By the way, what does it actually do? Centrifuge. Interesting. Let's see here. CFG or engines of fury if it is pumping today. CFG. Let's see. Let's go here. Who is backing it? Very good bakers, honestly. Galaxy, Coinbase, Ventures, the Spartan Group. Nice. Very good bakers. We also had a very good run from September 2023. How much did it manage to pump? 800. Yeah, in a full-blown bull cycle, it can definitely do something like a 10x. If it could do that in the last one, definitely this time around it can do. It's a pioneering platform for real-world asset tokenization. All right, that's a hot narrative actually. Yeah, I think that price target of something like a 10x from where it's sitting right now is something that is very much possible, because everything is going to be tokenized anyway, and it sounds very much logical. Very good bakers too, as I saw, like Coinbase here, Spartan Group. Let's see who else there takes the lead. Seco is also Galaxy, big one. I think we've mentioned that one already. So that's great. I think it also has got some great exchange listings already. So let's see if we have got it all depends on BTC dominance. Yeah, that ICP chart, it depends on like the Bitcoin dominance, you're right. But I just think overall, if we take a look at the next 4 months or something like that, next 3 months, this market is very bullish. So I wouldn't think that ICP is the only one which is not going to be doing well and be crashing towards that triangle that we were talking about. So yeah, actually, if we take a look at the market cap of ICP, we have a different story altogether relative to what the price is doing right now, and that's what I've been looking at much more, right? So this is this the market cap? Yeah, this is the market cap of ICP, and even if we take a look at that triangle, it hasn't even broken below. It's still very much intact. So yeah, we can still break towards the upside. Why do I think we can break towards the upside? It's because here I'm looking at this Elliott wave count, which I think you have seen before. Definitely. Where is that thing right there? So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this has to pump towards the upside. So even if we have a triangle here overlay, I think that we're gonna just pump towards the upside again. And what I'm seeing right now is it seems like we are having a little bit more volume coming in right now. Almost can I say the highest ever since something like May 2024 is the volume that we are having right now on ICP. So that is good. That's I want to see something like this, man. We have been in this, kind of sideways downward boring price action for a very long time, and it would really be nice if we eventually start to see something changing. Another thing that I look at on ICP here is this inverse head and shoulders pattern, right? And I always say that it only needs ICP to pump something like 100%, and then everybody's going to be losing their ever-loving mind. So I hope we eventually have something like that. Okay, what else have we got right there? You can show me your favorite altcoin. We want to be talking about it. If I start talking about my own altcoins, man, the stream will never end. I'll tell you about a whole bunch of different things, and at the end of the day, you're gonna be like, okay, which one should I buy? Because I'm collecting all of them. You see, this one's on my wish list, right? Crazy. Then we also have got like a gaming tier. I personally think that gaming is gonna be the winner in this bull cycle. Not even meme coins, not even AI. I think in the end, when everything is said and done, gaming will walk away with this thing. So AI is kind of slow right now. I don't think anybody is overly bullish on it. Reward assets, again, a little bit quiet right now, but only it takes some just kind of news or narrative for saying, everybody will be talking about them one more time. So in my gaming coins, I added, what did I add? XVG, no, yeah, XVS, as well as what was that we added? Engines of Fury. Yeah, Engines of Fury is because it's like at the all-time low right now, right? Now there are other ones which are less risk compared to these ones which are like 1 million market cap or something like that. For example, I was looking at Heroes of Mavia yesterday. I have never seen a much more beautiful chart than that. So where is that? Come on, Mavia, I gotta show you to all these people. You gotta better show off yourself. So let's see. Okay, this is the chart, like a very, very beautiful chart. Who holds support levels like this, man? It's beautiful. It's really, really nice. So Heroes of Mavia is looking to shine. Hopefully, something comes out of it and it doesn't tank towards the downside. Let's see if we've got anything. What are my thoughts on XRP? I think it's a great coin. I respect XRP very well as a pioneer and a whole bunch of other different things as well. I respect the community very well and I wish them all the best. I happen to hold some XRP as well, and I happen to have a long position on XRP for this bull cycle. It's a swing position which I'm holding, and I think that I'm going to be holding it up until up until $5.20, right? This is what I think XRP can do. Obviously, a lot of negative feelings towards it. A lot of people hate it to the core. I don't think it's just a good idea to be hating or loving coins very much. It's not just a nice idea. Anyway, so with XRP, let me show you the chart from Bitstamp. So with the chart here on Bitstamp, I think that this whole thing that has been happening is just a Wyckoff accumulation pattern that is actually coming to an end, right? So that's number one. We have a Wyckoff accumulation, as you can see right there, following in the what is that called? The schematic very, very much closely. So I don't think we're going to be seeing any new lows. I would go on to say that I don't think we'll be able to see something like 40 cents here for XRP ever again. So another thing that I'm taking a look at is, okay, how high can we go this bull cycle? Number one is very easy. We have been in a very big consolidation for 7 years, 7 straight years, and you can see this here. Oh, that's actually one reason why people hate XRP, because it has been consolidating for 7 years. But you also have to understand one thing, right, that I learned earlier on in crypto is that the more something consolidates, the bigger the pump is gonna get. So with that being said, I look at this and I look at this symmetrical triangle and I'm like, look at how squeezing it's getting to. It's sooner rather than later where we're going to see it push towards the upside. Right now, I mean, I'm showing price targets as high as $59. I don't think that's going to be happening, right? My initial price target is something like $5.20, and that's already something like a 10x from where the price is right now. And then ultimately, if really this thing is what it is, because I know it has got one of the biggest communities, maybe after Ethereum, or maybe as big as Ethereum, to be honest with you. I'm looking at something like the $18.60 for XRP. These are my 2 price targets, and I think it's not really going to be a very long time until we're going to be seeing something like this here. Yesterday, I was showing people a chart of XRP versus BTC. Let me just go ahead and try to do that, right? So let me open here, maybe BTC, for example. Let's go with Bitcoin, right? And what you'll see is that if we open the XRP chart, I'll take this one to the weekly time frame, and then on top of this one, I'm going to be adding the XRP chart so that we see how they have behaved in the past. By the way, this is the only other altcoin that you can go back as far as 2018, or maybe, yeah, Ethereum, maybe you can do that, but still, XRP is legendary. So XRP is this one that is in orange, I would guess, and then we have got Bitcoin that is in this bars. So take notice here, when BTC is pumping very hard here, XRP is not doing anything at all. Not doing it all until when? Until Bitcoin sets a new all-time high. This is when you saw XRP just going up in a straight line. So yeah, of course, it's boring all along here, but look at this. Just, I mean, this is what I'm waiting for here, XRP to do. This is what it's all about, right? And in that moment, people are going to be trying to buy it, but it's going to be too expensive, man. At that point, people will just dump on you because they've been accumulating down here. Now, take a look at the second bull one here in 20, the one that we had in 2020. Still, Bitcoin was going, XRP wasn't really going. It was just sold, I mean, until it got, sorry, I used the wrong chart actually. I should have said this is Bitcoin going and XRP is dumping towards the downside. Again, to make matters worse, this is when the SEC was filing its lawsuit versus XRP, and it really didn't participate in that bull cycle. So right now we have the same dynamics that we were having back here in 2016, sorry. So now that BTC has set its all-time high, I would be expecting XRP to just start pumping from, I mean, minimum of 60 days to 120 days or 90 days from now. We can see the peak of XRP not start pumping. The peak will be 60, 90 to 120 days from now. That's my case for XRP. I don't know how many people agree or how many people don't agree. Myro, yeah, Myro is a good one. Veracity will also take a look at Veracity, which is a good one. But I think I miss Myro a lot. I used to trade Myro so much. So Myro is a good one. I've never lost a trade on Myro, by the way. That's how much great the altcoin is. So it's a meme coin on Solana. That dog, which is like the boss or something. it's a crazy thing. So it has obviously come for, oh, this is so perfect, man. Look at this. Hold support level, break the trend line, come back, test the trend line, this and that. It's just a good one. It's really a good one. Let me delete all this just to have a clear thought here on what we are doing. We are accumulating here still. We are accumulating here still. Could we say that this is a big falling wedge? And Yeah, honestly, I don't have like strong thoughts on this one. Other than that, because the rest of the market is doing well, it will also do well. It has a good community too. But you saw the analysis that I just did here is like very much preliminary, nothing that I can really take to the bank. Yeah, but you would anticipate that the top of the wedge, right around 30 cents, would be tested once again. I have to look at it one more time. I have to look at it one more time with many other different considerations. But I know that it is a great community, it's a great meme coin altogether. And it's this kind of meme coins that you want to be involved in, not the new ones. The new ones will always burn you, right? I'll tell you of a story that I'm not really proud of. There is this altcoin called 3 Hours Capital meme coin, which I got into, and right now I think it's at zero actually, like literally zero. The good thing obviously is you're not putting a lot of money into it. So new altcoins, new meme coins, sorry, are not that great. Myro, Pepe, the other ones, these ones, established ones that are already good, they're enough, right? They're already big risk, but still, that's enough. So let's take a look at Veracity, because they have also been pumping, and I think that the team is preparing something. The reason why I like Veracity is because it's a unique project, right? But then again, there is the FUD of the VeraViews tokens. Oh, take a look at this. Days ago, I was posting saying that we've broken, this downtrend, and we are coming up. So basically, let me get back to the bigger time frame here for Veracity. I think the blue line was the support level, and I don't think we're going to be going below that one more time. That is right around 2.1 cents. Is it 2.1 cents? No, actually it's 0.02. 0.0021. I don't think we're going below this level again. And I would say that in a full-blown bull cycle, this thing will just do well. And I'm thinking that, a golden ratio of right around 13.6 cents is very possible right around this level for Veracity. Where is it? Here. Yeah, this is a very much stretched price target because you're looking at a 40x or something like that. But I think we have seen numbers like this in crypto before. This is where I expect Veracity to go. Should it hold its support level? I think it will hold its support level anyway. So let me just say this: if they find a way of changing this thing here, because I think it's a total 10 off altogether. Look at this with Veracity. This is a total 10 off. You go to, okay, just load, man. Yeah, you go to the site here, CoinMarketCap, and you take a look at how many tokens are circulating, and they'll tell you that there are 96 billion circulating out of 100 billion. This is not true. I think there are only 9.6 billion Veracity tokens circulating. The other 90 billion that they are talking about is VeraViews tokens, and I think they should just be in a different wallet altogether or something like. Yeah, sorry, yeah, 9.84 billion Veracity tokens circulating out of $100 billion, but that is not true. The other 90 plus billion is not Veracity tokens. So this thing is actually very much scarce, and also it gets burned every quarter. So it's very deflationary, but I don't know what the team is doing. I don't like it personally. I understand it, but not everybody is going to be able to understand it. They'll be like, this thing is like very much under diluted, and it will, like, a lot of these altcoins will just be pumping, dumped in the market, and it dump the price, and it turns away a lot of people. So I think I hope they fix it, and then it will have better price action, honestly. All right, it is one huge bull flag on XRP. It is one huge bull flag on XRP. I don't know. I didn't see a bull flag on XRP. Let me go back. Maybe I didn't see it. Verify. Let's see XRP USDT. I didn't see any bull flag. Honestly, I saw a symmetrical triangle. Let's see bull flag. No, I don't see it. I really don't see it. I don't know how you can show me, but I didn't see it. All right, $5 is the first stop, then 14 to. Well, I really agree with those price targets. I don't know how you got your price target. I showed you how I got my price targets, but I think yeah, $5.20, $5.40, and then from there we are looking at something like $13.60, which is almost like $14 honestly. And then one other thing that I wanted to point out here, and I talked about this yesterday, is that if you come to the XRP chart, now I'm saying this just because of the hate that it receives, that it hasn't moved or something like that. In the last bull cycle, for example, from the bottom it was making in March towards the peak, right? It was pumping up to 18x, right? That's great. Now it just got slowed down by the SEC. But now if you think about it in this term, saying that, okay, so what if the lawsuit had not happened, right? What you just go ahead and do is you copy that fractal of the pump that it had after the lawsuit, all right? The pump that it had after the lawsuit with all the uncertainty that was there, right? Let's go ahead and take that. So this is that pump, right, towards the top right there. That, I didn't catch that nice and easy. Let me repeat that one more time. So let's go ahead and copy that fractal one more time here, okay, towards the peak that it eventually made, right? And say, all right, had this thing not happened, this dump not happened, and because the lawsuit happened right here, you would have had XRP right around, I didn't catch that nice and easy. I would have to do it another different time, because when I did it yesterday, it was showing me $4, right? So I'm thinking that if the lawsuit had not happened, it would have exceeded $4. And you know what happens when you get into price discovery, right? You just keep pumping into oblivion. It's price discovery, as it says. They, like, all rationale goes away, right? Everybody is just going crazy and wants a piece of it. All right, I think we are expecting the same. We're expecting the same low, a huge leg up. Okay, if you say a huge leg up, I understand. Flag, I didn't see flag, but I can agree with leg up towards the upside. Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, there's this one here, Ton, which has been making a lot of noise. We shot this in the Patreon, and I was really great to do that. I came out and said, you know what, this is a distribution structure, 100%. We shot it right around $7.50 all the way down here, and it was just a great one. But the news also came out that the founder had been arrested, and then it just accelerated the whole thing. So now it will be very interesting to see if this whole thing is going to be holding. I've been looking at it and trying to figure out to see if it breaks trend here. Am I going to be seeing enough volume? Is the RSI going to be saying something? Is the total value logged going to be saying something? Are there projects right there doing well? Maybe it's going to be a good opportunity to long it, because it also has got a fascinating ecosystem. So we'll see what happens by there. Let me see if we've got any other chart. So when Myro fires up, I think $1.65 would be the top in this bull run. Let me go back to Myro and see how that would work for Myro on Maxi. You said something like $1.65 as the top. What I do usually is I use Fibonacci retracement tools to kind of find how far we go. Yeah, I think it's possible. As long as, for me at least, as long as it's below the 4.236 Fibonacci extension level, I think it's possible. But let's find out, shall we? I wish you all the best if you're holding Myro, by the way, because I want you to win. I want everybody to win, man. We are here for financial freedom, right? We're fighting for financial freedom, every single one of us. And I think we'll just be fine. We'll do well. Jasmine is retracing back. I think, yeah, there is a big possibility we can drop to something like 1.8 cents. And we'll see the outlook, especially the next week. How is it going to be? We know that the week that we were in, like this week specifically, has been a news intense week, and very much great things happening. Now we can be headed for like a week in which there is no big news, and you know that crypto doesn't pump without any sort of speculation, right? Now when that happens, we may still see the prices dropping down a little bit, but I think I've mapped that already, thinking that these ones are just going to be back tests to what is it called, to the support levels, right? So they back test, and then it's going to be a good buying opportunity, right? Things like ZK Sync is going to be good as well. It's on resistance right now. If it goes something like 12 cents, again, that's a buying opportunity. Things like Loopring, should it drop back a little bit, that's also a great opportunity. All right, let's see. Do we have any other requests that we want to take a look at? because it's a great time to be alive. Man, look at this volume on MEX for ICP. That's interesting because we're not seeing it anywhere else, right? It's only on MEX. What about maybe on Bybit? Let's see. It's not there. What about on OKX? It's really not there. Maybe it's an anomaly, I would say. FIMEX. Yeah, a little bit, but not so much. That's interesting. We'll see what eventually happens there. Alright guys, I think we can call it a day. Thank you so much for joining in the conversation, and we'll talk more in the coming live streams. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after. We'll just see how the market is doing. But I think I have to stress one more time, when we get a pullback in the coming few days, it's gonna probably be looking something like that is aggressive, maybe 10%, 15%, 12%, whatever the case may be. I think it's just gonna be a good time to be buying. 3 days ago or 4 days ago, we were at the lowest point in the market. Nobody was willing to buy. If we get some kind of a pullback, I think it is an opportunity to be buying more. And I'll see you on the next one. Before I go, let me just remind you that our partners over there, BingX, the exchange, they have got this activity that if you register with them and you meet certain requirements and stuff like that, you can claim up to $5,450, and on top of that 300 ton tokens, right? Then also, according to how much you're depositing, 7,100 USDT in terms of trial funds, but you can get vouchers by there which you can be using to offset your losses, and a whole bunch of other different bonuses. I like the exchange personally. As I always say, they are sponsoring my favorite football team, which is Chelsea Football Club, if you happen to follow English Premier League. So that's where we are with BingX, the exchange. We have partnered with them for the reason that they are great number one, they have got great rewards, and for me personally, they are supporting my favorite team, Chelsea Football Club. So I'll see you on the next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.